Alvarez. And my question of the day is, can Terrance Bud Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez like how he did Errol Spence Jr.? Can he do Canelo like how he did Errol Spence? My answer to that is, I don't think he can. No. Do I think Crawford can beat Canelo? Yes, I think he can beat Canelo. I think he's gonna beat Canelo, but it's gonna look a lot different than when he beat Errol Spence Jr. First of all, Errol Spence, great pressure fighter. Before he fought Terrance Bud Crawford, but Errol Spence didn't have a lot of tools in the toolbox. Let's be honest. Bud Crawford exposed that. That's really all Errol Spence had was pressure. He was a step to you fighter, and Crawford used his jab to keep Errol Spence at bay. Every time Errol Spence came in to put his pressure on Terrance Crawford, he was met with a stiff jab that knocked Errol Spence back and got Errol Spence's respect ASAP. As soon as the first round started, Crawford hit Errol with a couple of jabs that caught his attention. I think from there on, Errol knew that this was going to be a long fight for him. And his defense wasn't up to par at all. And one thing about Canelo Alvarez, two things he has over Errol Spence. He hits harder than Errol Spence, and his defense is better. And he's a better boxer than Errol Spence, and he has a lot more tools in the toolbox than Errol Spence. Canelo Alvarez, yes, he does. Canelo can box, even though we haven't seen it on display in a lot of his fights recently. Canelo can box. He's a damn good boxer. His jab isn't good. His jab is good against certain fighters, but his jab isn't good against certain fighters. His jab wasn't good against William Skull. His jab isn't good against guys that move around a lot, from what I've seen out of Canelo Alvarez. So that right there, he has that over Errol Spence. Errol was, like I said, he didn't have a lot. He didn't have a lot of things going for him, but what he did have going for him was the pressure step to you kind of style, and he was great at that. Not taking nothing away from Errol, but it's not going to look like the Errol Spence fight. Crawford is going to have to be a little